Otto, thanks very much for joining. 61% in the second quarter, but what have you done for us lately? I'm kidding. Unbelievable performance. What were some of the surprises that we know the big names? What were some of the surprising standouts to you?
Well, I think it's really important to distinguish investing in the technology sector versus technology-enabled disruptive innovation, which is what we're really focused on. When people think about gaining technology exposure in their portfolio, they think the NASDAQ, and much of that strong performance you mentioned is the FANGs dominating that index. At ARK, we have very little FANG exposure, especially in our flagship ARK Disruptive Innovation portfolio, which was up 42% year to date through the first half of this year. And that's because we're focused on 5 innovation platforms that are really experiencing an acceleration in adoption. Those companies are gaining significant market share in this current environment, especially from their incumbents. Most investors, especially the clients and prospects that we're talking to in both high net worth and institutional worlds, really have very little exposure to innovation. In fact, I recently wrote a piece on how we think innovation deserves a strategic allocation in investors' portfolios.
Okay, you look at companies like NVIDIA and Tesla, everybody knows those, but you've got companies like Invitae and Teledyne that have also been standouts. Who are they and what do you like about them?
Yes, so a number of names. So a lot of them are centered around the genomic space that are really kind of the solution to the coronavirus pandemic right now. DNA sequencing is a foundational technology that is helping us come up with a solution, coming up with better testing, and ultimately a vaccine. Invitae is one in the diagnostic space, which recently acquired Archer DX, which catapults it into the liquid biopsy space, which is early detection of cancer. One we really like. Square is another one that is we own for the Cash App and how it's upending banks, really taking kind of the digital wallet experience and moving away from traditional banking and moving towards your mobile phone for banking needs.
Yeah, any planned changes to your portfolios, Renato? I mean, companies that have gotten smaller, they get bigger. How do you guys restructure your ETFs from time to make sure that you are trying to capture some of these smaller and newer companies that are starting to get attention?
Absolutely. So when we cut across sectors, innovation really cuts across sectors. So we're always looking for these opportunities, and innovation is inherently controversial. So we are very active traders, even though we have a very long time horizon, minimum 5-year time horizon. But in the higher volatility markets like we're experiencing, there's opportunities where a company may miss earnings by a penny or two. For short-term concerns, maybe they're investing very aggressively in R&D to take advantage of longer-term opportunities that we're focused on. That's a signal for us to add exposure to these names.